India has now appealed to Pakistan to facilitate the return of Sarabjit Singh for treatment to India. But a medical panel set up by the Pakistani government has ruled that Sarabjit will continue to receive treatment in Pakistan. The hospital has said that there has been no discussion over taking him abroad. The panel says it is difficult to move Sarabjit as he has received severe head injuries. India has also said that the attacker should be punished and a thorough probe be conducted. Meanwhile, there hasn't been any improvement in his condition. Sarabjit continues to remain critical at the Jinnah Hospital in Lahore. And this is what the Ministry of External Affairs said. In view of the recent tragic events and present circumstances, we once again appeal to the government of Pakistan to take a sympathetic and humanitarian view of this case and release Sarabjit Singh, unquote.
He should be looked after, and whatever medical treatment he needs, it should be provided to him. We are going to be in constant touch to make sure that first the safety and the health of Sarabjit is kept in condition. It is as I have said, it is something we can talk to them diplomatically. It is our endeavor, and we will do whatever it is in our hands to make sure that all proper medical treatment is given to Sarabjit.
This is something that will have to be taken up by the doctors as well as the Pakistan government. I have assured Dalbir Kaurji that the Indian government will do whatever we have to do to help them out. This will be part of the process.
For a doctor's assessment before the Indian government?
We are going to take this position up. Let the High Commissioner take the position up, and then we will tell you what it is. We will be part of the inquiry in the sense that we will be monitoring, we will be expressing our concerns to the Pakistan government about the whole issue.
Do you think Sarabjit's case will cast a shadow on bilateral ties?
I think talks have to go on. It certainly does cause a cause of concern between the two countries if anything like this happens.
Let's speak to our chief diplomatic correspondent Parul, who joins us from New Delhi. Parul, how seriously will Pakistan be taking this request?
It's not an easy request for them to accede to, Karma, certainly. There are medical problems here, there are legal complications, and of course there are political issues as well. Let's look at the political issue. You have an election coming up in Pakistan in less than 2 weeks. If Pakistan does agree on humanitarian grounds to send back Sarabjit for medical treatment to this country, as the Indian government has now requested, it could well be opening itself up to the charge, particularly leveled by the right-wing fringe element in that country, that Pakistan has capitulated to India, and certainly that's the kind of talk that no political party would want to hear just ahead of elections. Medically, of course, Sarabjit remains in very critical condition, so it's an open question now whether he's fit to be able to take a flight out of Pakistan into India. And then the legal problem, Karma. Fact is, he's a convicted prisoner whose mercy plea is still pending. If Pakistan wants to send him back to India for treatment, at the very least, authorities there will have to approach a local court for a court order to that effect. So certainly it's a complicated issue, but what it does show is that this issue is now moved away from the diplomatic domain to the political domain, Karma. The fact is, today in Parliament, MPs cutting across party lines, MPs from the ruling Congress and the opposition BJP had urged the Indian government to at least formally make this request, that Sarabjit come back home and be treated here. The Indian government appears to have heard those voices, and not least because, remember, the junior foreign minister is also an MP from Punjab. You have other senior congressmen who are MPs from Punjab, like Manish Tiwari, and he's a member of the government as well. So certainly within the Congress party as well, there would be voices to this effect that at least make this demand publicly, and that's what happened in the last hour or so.